I've met more men that are messed up in the head than women, I'm not gonna lie.
Once again, taking your personal experience and trying to extrapolate it out into the main general society.
I can only speak for myself.
Incredible.
Like I said, this is...
To be fair, I see cuts on her hand, so that's probably what's happening there too.
I think that's not a topic of conversation that you need to bring online. I think that's really much my business.
Fresh is getting emotional. Relax, Fresh. Chill, Fresh.
This is when I go.
What?
Have your feelings?
What, you getting mad?
No, nobody's mad. I'm just saying.
Well, then, I mean, just take a deep breath.
That's too
have
far.
a seat, and then we want
That's not too far, yeah. Like, that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, I mean, she can leave then.
You getting mad?
I'm leaving. I did not disrespect nobody here.
I think you made your decision. You can leave. We don't care anymore. It's okay.
I'm just saying, choice of men isn't probably going to be the best. That's all.
What was that?
A choice of men won't be the best. That's all I'm saying.
I've met more men that are messed up in the head than women, I'm not gonna lie.
Once again, taking your personal experience and trying to extrapolate it out into the main general society.
I can only speak for myself.
Incredible.
Like I said, this is...
To be fair, I see cuts on her hand, so that's probably what's happening there too.
I think that's not a topic of conversation that you need to bring online. I think that's really much my business.
Fresh is getting emotional. Relax, Fresh. Chill, Fresh.
This is when I go.
What, you getting mad?
No, nobody's mad. I'm just saying.
Well, then, I mean, just take a deep breath.
That's too
have
far.
a seat, and then we want
That's not too far, yeah. Like, that has nothing to do with anything.
Well, I mean, she can leave then.
You getting mad?
I'm leaving.
Just leave.
I did not disrespect nobody here.
I think you made your decision. You can leave. We don't care anymore. It's okay.
I'm just saying, choice of men isn't probably going to be the best. That's all.
What was that?
A choice of men won't be the best. That's all I'm saying.
I've met more men that are messed up in the head than women, I'm not gonna lie.
Once again, taking your personal experience and trying to extrapolate it out into the main general society.
I can only speak for myself. Like I said, this is...
To be fair, I see cuts on her.
Shalom, shalom. Call halal, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High. Name is only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. My name is Ibar from the Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who taught us his truth and sincerity. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. As you just seen in this video, okay, I just happened to go on YouTube and this video popped up. It says, argumentative woman gets offended and walks off show. And you saw what happened. Okay, she was mentioning about how she's met more messed up men than women, you know, pretty much speaking of her own perspective. And he said, first of all, he said, you know, you're speaking of your own experiences. You know, we can't extrapolate from your own experiences, whatever. And then Fresh made a statement about her cutting herself, okay? He made a statement about her cutting herself. Now, even though in modern time they would say that's a little insensitive, you know, but it's the truth, okay? That all of that plays a role, you know. But for him to say that online, on you know, on air like that, it's a little insensitive, but it's the truth. And I want to say this too. Let me reread my comment. It says, how can you say men are messed up in the head, but cut yourself? He had every right to point that out, especially if it's visible. And I want to say this too, especially if it's on their show. Okay, you came on the show, you know, if you, you know, me personally, if I come around anybody, I'm going to look at them. I'm going to notice certain things, you know, and you could tell a lot, you know, by a person just by the way they look, you know, just by the way they carry themselves, by the way they, you know, hold themselves, you know, by the way they speak, you know, and you see her trying to hide her own hands. So obviously it's a problem. But why would you even wear this scantily clad outfit? You know, you gonna make it visible, okay? So it's just so much stuff, man. But you know, this shows you, you know, the issue in, you know, the world to a day when the world is out of order, when the ways of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, who you call God and Jesus Christ, is not you know, reigning through the earth. You know, there's a whole bunch of confusion and wickedness, man. Okay, a whole bunch of confusion and wickedness, and nobody seems to understand why these things are happening. Nobody seems to understand why they, you know, fall into these problems when the Bible tells us all these things. The Bible explains all these things. Okay, but I want to say this too. If you're mentally not stable, you have no ability, no reason to be mentioning other people's mental state, instability, especially, you know, as these women, they try to downplay and talk shit about men when this also proves that they ain't right, man. All right. And Salakia, you know, I had got my wisdom teeth pulled the other day, so my voice may sound a little crazy. I'm not sure. You know, I thought I was gonna be out of mission, you know, for a day. And I was burning to do videos, man. My spirit was just burning to do videos. I had a lot of videos I wanted to do. And I thought I was gonna be out of mission because I got my wisdom teeth pulled. Amen. But through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, you know, the Lord just give us that drive, you know, that drive to not want to do, to want to do these shows to edify. So you see something, you gotta speak on it. It's that burning fuel, you know, firing in your spirit. And that's what just happened, man. Because it's like, you know, I'm sitting here with my mouth all fucked up, you know. I feel like I got something stuck in the back of my mouth, but like I'm stitched up and stuff. So, you know, I should be able to knock this out, you know. And just for Satan saying that and making me feel like that, think like that, I'm gonna try to knock out 5 videos today because I had to put some PTO time in, so I got some time off. And, you know, I just want to take as much advantage of that for the spirit of YAHAWASHI as possible. All right, so back to the video. Another backstory behind this video is when I first saw this video, and I was initially going to do a video on it. As you saw, I put that comment about 20 minutes ago. So this happened 20 minutes ago when I first saw this. And I was actually, you know, I took a damn, you know, somebody to the courthouse. Okay, I took my neighbor to the courthouse or whatever. He said he'll get some papers or whatever. And as we're at the courthouse, he's in there and I'm sitting outside in the front. And I see these couples come out, you know, and they're dressed all nice and stuff. They got papers in their hand and they're taking pictures in front of the courthouse. And I'm just thinking, like, damn, they must have got married in the courthouse, you know. So as I'm looking at this video about the wickedness of these women, I see these 2 couples come out of the courthouse to get married. You know, I didn't think they actually did it. I'm thinking that's just in the movies. Obviously, I knew they do it, but I never actually seen it, you know. But see people come out of the courthouse dressed up, you know, for whatever reason they wanted to get married, and they didn't really want people to know. You know, they didn't really want you know, a whole family involved or you know, a wedding or whatever. But they got married, you know, neither here or there. And I asked them, I know they got married because I asked them. I said, y'all got married? And they was like, yeah. And then I realized that left me, you know, to have to say congratulations or whatever. Then the guy, they happened to be right parked next to me. So this is all in the period of 20 minutes while I'm trying to do this video. I just got back home. I was trying to do this video. But I didn't want to go into this, you know, about, you know, how wicked, you know, these women is and demented. You know, not all women, but majority of women. Okay. And the hit dog gonna holler. But and as I'm about to go into this video, they happen to be parked right next to me. So they sitting outside their car taking pictures and stuff. I'm like, oh shit. So I can't even do the video because I had my windows down. And then not only that, this guy come in and you know, reach his hand in my car to dap me up to say, you know, to say thank you or whatever. Which I really want to tell him not to do that shit, man. But you know, Jake gonna do what they want to do, you know. And he look like a Jake, you know.
I've met more men that are.
Like but let's get some scriptures. So from there, I want to go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 because it's not just that. You know, I was just thinking about a lot of things. Even, you know, the person I took to the courthouse, I'm like, yo, Jake, a lot of problems that Jake have, you know, it's a lot of shit that you bring upon yourself. Especially us knowing this knowledge and having this understanding now. We see it, man. Okay, we understand both sides of the spectrum, why shit happens, and, you know, what's going on when shit happens, you know, when the Lord puts in judgment or whatever, and you just look around you see all the people going through all types of hell, and then the problem is because you're not following or you know, subscribing to the ways of YAHAWASHI, you know. So it says Ecclesiasticus chapter 7 verse 25, I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things. I'm impressed by how good I can talk with my damn mouth sewed up. But hey, through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, all things are possible, right? So, and this is King Solomon. Okay, he says, I applied mine heart, which means mind, to know and to search and to seek out wisdom. You see, that's what we do. Scriptures say that much wisdom bringeth grief. You know, roughly paraphrase. I can grab that real quick. Okay, but we apply our minds to know and to understand wisdom, right? This lesson kind of taking a whole different turn, but through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, we're gonna keep going. Okay, it says Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse yep, but you know, back to King Solomon, which is a heavy book, but it says, I have gave my heart or mind to know wisdom and to know madness and folly and perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. So we see all these things happening in the world and we understand why it's happening because we have thought out the understanding, you know, the truth, the greatest knowledge on the face of the earth, okay, which is the scriptures, okay, and they're pure and true, you know, sense of the meaning, you know, not, you know, water washed down or, you know, fabricated to fit somebody's, you know, false prophecy or, you know, nah, man. The true understanding of the scriptures, we understand these things now, man. It says, I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit, which is like an annoyance, you know. It says, for in much wisdom is much grief. So we have all this wisdom now. We getting all this wisdom. And with that wisdom comes much grief. Okay, comes much grief. It says, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. So the more knowledge you get, the more things you understand, the more you wish you didn't understand them. That's why they say ignorance is bliss. People would rather live in ignorance because they understand when you got to first put in the work to understand certain things, and then you find out that you might not like what you find. You know, hey man, you know, everybody can't handle that. But you know, let's go back to Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 25. I applied mine heart to know and to search and to seek out wisdom and the reason of things and to know the wickedness of folly, even foolishness and madness. And I find more bitter than death the woman. So this woman, she, you know, clearly is not mentally stable. OK, you're clearly not mentally stable. Why are you even opening your mouth about mental stability? You could have just sat back and you know, sat in the back for that, you know, part of the video. Not to mention, you got the nerve to open your mouth about mental stability when you out here with your damn arms all sliced and diced up and you got them out, just hanging out, you know, chilling, you know. So, like I said, though what he said was a little insensitive, but at the same time, he had every right to bring it up. OK, you're on a show and they're debating the cause. And, you know, you just running your fucking mouth. OK, don't what they say. Don't come to the kitchen if you don't like the heat. Don't jump into the fire if you ain't ready to, you know, whatever. But it says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart mind is snares and nets and her hands as bands. Because he said you can't, you know, extrapolate everything to your one experiences. She said, all I know is what I experienced. And I was like, you know, that was kind of like a little, or something along those lines. She said, all I know is what I've been through, or something like that. Which, you know, that was kind of a relevant point, you know. But you still should come with facts. But, you know, that was a relevant point even for a woman to say. That was a quick little, you know, it says, well, it says her heart or her mind is snares and nets. That was a little trap. They try to trap you up, man. And you know, hey, I'll admit it. Personally, as a man, it kind of trapped me up a little bit. I said, oh, well, you know, but, you know, through the spirit, you understand these things, you know, on another level. So, like, yeah. Let me get this right. So it says, I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart or mind is snares and nets, and her hands as bands from her. Her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Because these women, you know, they got these damn wicked women out here. So like, yeah. But imagine you had, you know, you know, was stuck with that woman for, you know, a day or 18 years or a day. You know, you had to deal with that, you know. It says, so that's why it says, whoso pleases the Most High shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. It says, behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I find not. But I find not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among. But a woman among all those have I not found. Okay, so he was trying to, you know, find, you know, he pretty much did an experiment just to find one righteous man, one man, and one woman in their right mind, and he only found one man, but he didn't find any women. Okay, these women are not right in the head. All right, it's just the truth, and the reason why I'll grab it. You know, I ain't just talking. Okay, I'll grab it because this is a part of the curses, man. Okay. It says 1 Peter chapter 3 verse let's go to 1 Peter verse 3 let's start at verse 6. It says, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord. So you women are supposed to be under a man. Abraham was Sarah's husband, and she called him Lord. And we know which means like it's enduring. It means like sir, but also, your man is your Lord. Okay, there's an order in the heavens. The Most High, his son YAHAWASHI. The Most High Yahweh, his son YAHAWASHI. The man on earth, predominantly the Israelite man, and then the Israelite woman, then the children. Okay, it says, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with amazement. Likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. So you women are the weaker vessel. Okay, you are more susceptible to demons, to Satan, and to be misled. Look what happened with Adam and Eve. And I'll grab that too. But look what happened with Adam and Eve, man. It says, as being heirs together of the grace of life, and that your prayers be not hindered. So and that's why you men, if you're dealing with a woman, you got to understand these women can't think for themselves. You got to think for them. Okay. And that's not a bad thing. That's how it works. If you go into a company, you don't get to go in the office and make all the plans for the company. Hey, the person who are to establish that company is going to be in and make it on the plans. So you women, when you come into a man's enterprise, you're supposed to follow his way, go according to his order. And that's going to keep both of y'all out of hell. OK, but here we go. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 25, verse 24. It says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Now, what woman is this talking about? Eve. It all started with Eve in the garden, man. Okay, when she disobeyed her man, okay, and went and hearkened unto the serpent, because she wanted to be a hot girl and a city girl and a material girl and a career woman. She wanted to be over her man, and I can do bad all by myself, Miss Independent, all that. Okay, it says, of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gad abroad. And that's why that woman was on that damn platform running her mouth like that, because she got liberty to gad abroad now. Okay, and as soon as things go her way, I'm out, I'm leaving. She didn't want to take no accountability. She didn't want to truly understand that maybe maybe they could have gave her some understanding about cutting yourself. And maybe they could have, brought her to some type of conclusion, that she needs to get to. But nah, she ran from it. It says, if she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh and give her a bill of divorce and let her go. So when, like in that show, they had to let her ass go. But even in your situation, man, if I'm not, telling you men to leave the woman or whatever. You got to deal with your woman, and there's a way to go about it. That's why the Lord said, as unto the weaker vessel. Okay. Give her, let's go back to it. And I'll close out. The point was made. It's just my spirit on fire right now. I'm knock out some more. So it's going to be on to the next one. It says, and that's what we do, man. The scripture says that give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. So even though you got guys that think they the elect, they think that they already in the second covenant, but these guys don't do a video fucking but two times a week maybe. Your damn camp video all cut up. You out there, ain't no order. Guys out there in shorts and what the hell, and then the video's supposed to be constant, man. And even though I fucking went and got my teeth pulled out, got my teeth pulled out, and the Satan told me in my mind, like, oh no, I believe that was Satan, man. Saying, nah, you might not be able to do no videos today. You got your shit pulled out. Through the spirit of YAHAWASHI, the Lord allowed me to be able to speak, so I can still push his word. No matter what, this word must go out, man. Okay, it says, 1 Peter 3, verse 7, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge. So you got to deal with a woman according to knowledge, man. Can't just go deal with a woman. Oh, she's fine. She's sexy. That's why the scripture says, seek not a woman for her beauty, something like that. Roughly paraphrasing, getting out with one woman for her beauty ain't all about because of how bad a bitch is or how good she look, It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. So you got to understand she's the weaker vessel, but give her same honor, her same due diligence, congratulate her for what she is good at, what she can do, You know, that's why you women, you're supposed to be in the kitchen. You know, you're supposed to be in order. You're supposed to be, you know, in subjection. Okay? Submission. All right? But they hate those words. But and as the kingdom has been established back on this earth, and as we're preaching of that kingdom having to be established on this earth, things are going to get back in order, man. Okay? If you got a problem with it, then you won't be here much longer. With that being said, I'm going to say shalom, kwame shalom, abad, babal. Shalom.